Yeah. Back to the grind. Yeah, finger snapping morning. You're gonna do that one more time. I'm walking, y'all. Yeah, I'm walking. Y'all walking too? Get your mats if you're gonna do stretch out. Get your chairs. You're gonna do some chair exercises. Get your weights if you're gonna do weight exercises. That's it, mats. Get your mats if you're gonna do yoga exercises. Line up if you're gonna go wall to wall. Stand up if you're gonna walk in place. Jump on your bike. That's what you're gonna do. Start your treadmill. If you're gonna start walking. Yeah. Better believe it. Yeah. Yeah. Save your toes and feet. Ooh, I know that candy is still in y'all. Candy yams. Candy cakes. Candy cookies. And y'all say, it ain't the sugar what I put in my mouth. I got a disease. Walk and save your feet and toes. You ain't gonna have no disease. Walk the disease out. Yeah. Cause if I start walking down, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Y'all can take that to the bank, honey. That's like a certified bank check. If I start walking. Listen. Ain't no better way to kick an old black African woman than to make her disabled. I ain't going out like that. Great rising, y'all. Thanks for coming on a walk. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to exercise. Or lead by example. What you doing? Ring, ring, ring. What you doing? I'm exercising. Well, you just put that in their head. Yeah, y'all. Whew. It's been rough. Ever since 66 told me, cut into my morning workout exercise. Got rid of the bike. No more bike. No more mats. Just walking. Says you've been doing this for 35 years. The stretch outs every morning before you go to the gym, before you go to the My body understands and knows, 66 is telling me. So, haven't been stretching in the morning this week. Ain't been hanging, stretching my arms and my back. So I said, 66, let's do this. Let me walk 5 minutes before I do the walk. Press me, walking like that. That'll take care of all my back muscles. 66 say you can't do that, but on Emancipation Proclamation Day. So isn't that something? On Emancipation Proclamation Day, I'll be able to start stretching again. But during this Kwanzaa time, isn't that something? To want something so badly and can't get it. So, I mean, I'm getting older. For roller skating, you don't need all those muscles. I've been watching skaters' bodies, and they're basically lean. Yeah, there's some big, fat skaters, there's some heavy skaters with muscle, but they be doing a whole lot of stuff. But just the skating body, tends to be lean and long, and the legs well exercised. So 66 said that's what you do. That's how you had it planned. So, first skating event is in January. And I'll be there. And then I know now before I go skating to walk on the treadmill. So I'll do like 15 minutes on the treadmill before I go skating. Yes. That's my song. Again, thanks for coming on a walk. Hey, someone pop. Hey, hi. Hey, Ezo, how you doing? Girl, our resident artist is in the group, Ezo. Everybody got a children's book. She's putting up memes. Everybody got a children's book inside. Y'all contact Ezo. She do pop in and out on our walk. She's a great illustrator. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ezo. I'm laughing at the memes, y'all. Thanks, Ezo. She's been doing some great stuff, y'all. Ooh, child. Her books have been... She illustrates your books. Man, that's like the Midas touch. That's what she has. That's what Ezo has. She has the Midas touch. When she touch your book is going to go places. Kids is going to see your book. Kids is going to read your book. Hey, Ezo! Yes! Okay, I have to correct it. The blood nose. The blood nose, we're all related. All of us. There's no mighty one race that's mighty, the other race that's not. No. All are African. Different complexions, but all are African. And the blood knows. Yes, the blood knows. Ezo's memes is making me laugh. The blood knows. So, when I was little, right? I loved everybody. I had to be taught. You can't love this one, you can't love that one, you know. And of course they taught me about the unicorns. Ezo, as soon as I take my break, I'm going to read that. Okay. I'm too far away from the camera. And old. And I just love everybody. Everybody was like humans. My mother had friends of every complexion. For all are African. So, they was teaching me that the European Africans were unicorns. And the European Africans made sure, you know, to let everybody know they were unicorns. Because if you were a unicorn, you didn't live in this area. If you were a unicorn, you didn't let black Africans into your community because you're a unicorn. You didn't let black Africans into your school because you're a unicorn. But you're not unicorns. You're European Africans. You're haters, non-appreciators, not all. A lot of cousins. A lot of them are cousins. During the George Floyd marches, those was cousins. Those women in Washington, those was cousins. Because when you cousins, you know all our. I can see featured. But when I would look at a unicorn and say, oh, they black, they look like black clothing. Oh, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. Them unicorns can't look like black people. They reminded me of an uncle or a cousin or somebody. But everyone convinced me that I was foolish, stupid. So I just stopped. But I would notice, I was like, man, they look like Uncle Willie. Man, they look like so. But looking at these unicorns, and I'm saying, you look like black Africans. So eventually, they got that out of me, and I went down south. And down south, the black Africans did not mix with the European Africans. So when I got down there, I was starving for my European cousins. I was starving for them. I didn't look at them as unicorns as the people down south did. The blood knows. So, even down there, I would see where this unicorn, now I have to clear that fire for you only. I gotta let the ancestors know ahead of time. Everybody don't know that you allow me to call white people unicorns, but the European Africans. Anyway, so I had no problem with them and they had no problems with me. But that was just me. Everybody else was having problems. I mean, the black Africans hated European Africans. And it was the kind of hate that the blood knows. Couldn't understand. Why would the blood know that? So, I went along. My European African cousins was cool. I worked with them. At the hospital, I was glad to see them again. I was used to being around them again. But again, I would see African features. And I'm in the mind to all this plastic surgery. All that is I'm not black surgery. I'm not black surgery. Or, for the cousins that's in touch, they going for I am black African within. The European Africans, I am African within. I want my big lips. I want my big butt. I want my big tatas. Yes. Those is the cousins. They know. They know. And then some, they don't want all that stuff. But they cousins because they know all African. So you go to their house, they'll have African sculptures. They have to have something. And of course, as quiet as it kept, every Christian cult, every what is it? I'll say Hebrew cults are African because the cults came out of Africa. They embrace it because that's the part of Africa and African that this society allows them to embrace. They love Jesus just like the black Africans do. Why? Because all are African and the blood knows. They talk about the boys in the hood. Oh, they're violent. They're violent. Of course they're violent after the patty rollers drop the guns and the drugs off. They're violent. They're horrible. Don't let them in your neighborhood. And they say true crime. This was a good neighborhood. When they say that, that means there was no black Africans in the neighborhood. Whew. This was a good neighborhood for all are Africans. All are good and all are bad. Because all are human. Yes. The blood knows. Sometimes I be looking back at these videos and I say, oh man, I went off on a tangent and I never came back to the point. Well, y'all should know by now. It's almost time for us to take a water break. And we'll get back to the blood news. And I'll pick up on they besmirched us for a few folks in the hood. When these vile, warmonger European Africans are killing hundreds of thousands of people every day. Not only on this penal colony, but wherever there's a large population of these European Africans, it's always going to be a war. It's always going to be some shit. But you see how they trick the mind? You see how they trick the mind? Oh, the little boys running around with handkerchiefs is so horrible. No. It's the niggas running around in them suits pretending because they're European Africans and they out there doing some fuck shit to somebody. Let's take a break. Cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah! We still in Kwanzaa. I know. We at Nia. See how that oil sinked in? Oh, I didn't tell y'all what Nia Wool was. Purpose, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Ezo, let me see all of the. Let me see what you say, Ezo. What you say? Oh, thank you, Ezo. You're doing amazing. I might not be here every day, but I do appreciate you. Thank you, Ezo. Oh. That woman has the Midas touch. She has awards. She has awards up the kazooza in children's book. She can take that picture in your head and put it in the book. She got the Midas touch, honey. I told y'all to find her here. She said she ain't here every day, but she appreciates the videos, and I appreciate you sharing all the wonderful things you're doing in children's book, especially for African Americans. Yes, making it affordable, Ezo, Thank you so much. And so all the authors. There's a book in all of us. And Ezo has that. Midas touch. Y'all know what Midas is, right? Everything touch turned to gold. That's Ezo. So, let me tell you about the mind screw. They telling the whole world we so violent. Of course, the German Ethiopians and the Italian Africans. Can't say specifically the group, but seeing they Christians, I would have to also go into Ethiopia myself. Ethiopia came through Europe in a big way. Big way. Anyway, they tell the whole world, them black Africans on this penal colony, aka USA, aka America. And they're horrible. But yet, you European Africans are all over the place, unlifing hundreds, thousands, millions of folks every day. But in this I ain't black society, y'all say no, we do it for the flag. Well, the boys in the hood do it for the cursive. What, a blue cursive? A red cursive? How can they be worse than you? Red, white, so the blood knows. The blood knows. And I can't wait until everyone else knows. And stop calling these European Africans unicorns. They're not. They're not. Just because you have no conscience of thought in unlifing doesn't make you a unicorn. It makes you a European African. Europeans love to fight and Africans love to fight too. Back to the history days, I don't know. I gotta pick pieces out of it because one thing these European Africans are, number one liars. First lie is, I ain't African. Everything after that is lies too. The blood knows, y'all. Oh! The kids in the hood, look at the violence. Look, we are unicorns because we're not violent. Lies, lies, and bumblebee pies. Y'all are leading mass unlifing group on the damn planet. You, European Africans. And the problem comes in is that you spend your whole time denying the African part that's in you. So you don't got no foundation either. Africans, black Africans' history has been wiped clean. Oh, European Africans' history has been wiped clean too because they can't claim Africa. Some of them are. And black Africans need to know their history and say, yeah, you are. All are African, but all are different shades. All are African, but all are different shades. And the blood knows. And the blood knows. Ooh, it's rough walking without stretching in the morning. But I'm making it. This is my last day, y'all. My last day where, I can't stretch in the morning. Oh, I went to stretch these legs, and 66 said, no, you can't stop exercising before you walk for 5 days. I was like, I've been doing it for close to 40 years. Wake up, get ready for the gym, stretch. Do your exercise, get your body warmed up to go to the gym. Go to the track, wake up, stretch, do your then you go to the track. Then back to the gym, the same thing. Now walking. I warm up before I get down here. Oh. I know you'll probably say, I don't even understand why this old lady complaining. I like warming up, stretching my body, getting in touch with my body. I like taking my hands and putting it all the way down to my foot and bringing it all the way back up my leg. And I say, thank you for keeping me mobile. Oh, then I stretch my arms. I do my back. Sometimes I do my squats. But 66 is like that little Jeep that goes into the hangar and pulls out the big jet. And you see this little Jeep thing pulling this big jet onto the runway, the tarmac, or wherever. That's what 66 is for me. It is telling me that I have to do things different, that I don't have to be so aggressive in my morning workouts before I come do the walk. It's not necessary anymore. It's telling me my choice to choose skating is a good one because it exercises all of the body in an easy, fun way. So 66 is pulling me out of the hangar and getting me on the tarmac close to the runway for the flight, honey. DNR. DNR. I ain't missing the flight out of here. Woo. Yes. So 66 told me, telling me to see how I'm leaning forward because all my stretches was going back. Remember, I had stopped that. Especially with the skating, it really helped my back. So this is my 5th day of not stretching out and warming up before I come on the walk. And it is by far the most painful of all the days. Ooh. Y'all see me do a little bend lean? That was amazing. Oh, yes. The blood knows. The blood knows. And it's just so sad sometimes when I think about it, how all this unnecessary suffering in a society whose main goal is, I ain't black. Ain't no black in me. And how the society does that is to say, well, you can't live in my neighborhood because if you live in my neighborhood, they're going to think I'm black. Oh, you can't go to my school because if you go to my school, they're going to think I'm black. Then they're going to cut the funds. Then they're going to send the horrible teachers in. So they can't go to my school. Oh, can't work at my job. Because if you work at my job, black African, then everybody think I'm an African. There ain't no African in me. I'm a unicorn, so I ain't gonna hire you. You ain't coming to my hospital. If I let you in my hospital, everybody will think my hospital is black. And this is a unicorn hospital. So the only way I can keep it a unicorn hospital is to make sure no black Africans get in. That's the society I was raised in. At 64, I was like, let's break it down. I can't do this no more. No no, what do they call it? Healthcare, universal healthcare. Why? Because everybody went to the same hospital and got the same benefits. Then how can you tell the unicorns from the black Africans? This is this European African rule bullshit that black Africans are under in this penal colony. You can't go to our Harvard because you see, we just a bunch of liars anyway. But if we let black people in, then they'll really be able to see we a bunch of liars. That's the society I'm living under. We ain't black. Well, we ain't black. We ain't giving them no car loans. And if we do, it'd be 35-40% interest rate. Why? Because we ain't black. Do you see how stupid that is? And that's what this whole society is. No, we ain't gonna give the black Africans good food because only the unicorn, the European Africans, the unicorns get the good food. Now, how could you tell a unicorn if everybody got the same type of food? I'll be so glad when I get out of here. I just love this body with all my heart and all my soul. I love this body. And I'm not going nowhere into this body say, we out. But the minute the body says, time for separation, man, I'll give y'all an example. When I was doing the AIDS education program, ooh, that was so hard on me. And just hearing all these European Africans, oh, unicorns don't get HIV/AIDS. We're unicorns. Only black Africans get AIDS, HIV. I was, and then everybody's just dying, especially black Africans all over the world were just dying and dying. And it came so much. And then I remember I got a pain in my side. I mean, a real bad pain in my side. I was like, oh. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, this is the pain. I'm out of here. I don't give a shit about AIDS. I don't give a shit about this poison society. I'm out of here. Yay, I got this pain. Oh. And then all of a sudden, because I got happy, I was like, yeah, pack my bags, I'm out of here. And then all of a sudden, it totally went away. And I straightened up. And I was like, it never came back. But after that, in my life, I have had certain pains. And the minute I say, oh, yes, we out of here. Oh, yes. Guess what happened? Pain go away. I don't do that cult stuff like y'all do. But I understand. You may not be a unicorn when your matter and energy separate. And to go around being the chosen people, the special ones, the the one that God only looks at, the one that Jesus only looks at, the wisdom power that only Allah looks at, or the who am I forgetting? There's other special group. So I can understand y'all not want to live here. But me, I'm just an old black African that has her plans made to be shipped out of here to Ghana, Africa, and 24 hours the minute we do a separation of matter and energy. See how happy that makes me? So I guess I'm going to stay healthy for a long time. Let's do always. Yes. I'm just so happy because now I know. And I see European Africans all over the place. Now I know I'm not right. I'm not sure. Now I know I am right. I know that I'm not seeing things. It is true. I do see your African nose that you constantly try to get rid of. I do see all your African features, and I can tell by the skin. The blood knows. The blood knows. But since I'm in I ain't African society, I'm a unicorn. Everything built on that one lie is a lie. And this whole penal colony was built on that one lie. So now, for me, a lot of shit I'm like, oh, when are they gonna stop lying? Oh, this is so boring. When are they gonna... Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up or down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. You see 66 let me keep the hand weight during the war. I think I saw that coming all them years ago, and that's why I included the hand weights in the walk. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. Yeah, y'all, yeah, things are coming on the walk. The blood knows. All are African. All are African. All walked out of Africa. And this, I ain't black. Black people treated like shit. I ain't treated like shit. Why? Because I ain't black. They never say, I'm the one treating you like shit. Because I have issues with my own history. I know European Africans, y'all been the short end of the stick too. They're like, oh, why are European Africans like reggae? Why are they like... Because reggae was over there in Europe with them. Reggae came through Africa. Africa came through them. They are European Africans, our cousin. And the blood knows. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, subscribe. Hey! Since I believe that this whole class of people that these European Africans call Romans, no existe. So I do what I know in my reality, living, breathing now. I know Emancipation Proclamation. I know our ancestors were enslaved because they were descendants of prisoner of war Africans. I know that. So, Emancipation Proclamation Day is real for me. It's not from a made-up group that suckled on a wolf's tit. None of that shit. There was a war between the European Africans and the European Africans to keep the black Africans enslaved. Because the black Africans' ancestors were imprisoned on this penal colony. So they were free. And as African Americans, we don't celebrate. Or as Africans all over the world, we don't celebrate. Jamaica celebrates. So, happy Emancipation Proclamation Day. Happy Emancipation Proclamation Day. Happy Emancipation Proclamation Day. We're free and we're free and we're free. Thanks for coming on the walk. See you tomorrow.